Taylor Martinez here with Andrew Kachel previewing the MLB draft. So, Andrew, how did you get into baseball?
Baseball, I think baseball was the first, like, obviously my parents had all me the toys, all the bats and footballs and golf clubs and stuff like that. But I instantly picked up the baseball and the baseball bat. And so it kind of started when I first started walking. So when I was like 1.5, 2 years old. And I mean, I had that bat in my hand the whole time. And so I guess I never dropped it. I don't know. I was there, but yeah. So I guess at a young age, 2 years old, and then started playing YMCA at 3, 4, little T-ball, and then just worked my way up.
When did you realize that you could play at the next level?
Uh, it took me to maybe last year, where because honestly I wasn't the best high school player. You can check how I was in high school. I did all right in summer ball showcases with perfect game and stuff like that, which it helped me get to Fresno State. But I mean, not till these past 2 years did really things start to fall in perspective, where it's like, wow, I can really make some money off this game, you know.
Why did you decide to come to Fresno State?
It was my one and only offer. And I think it was going into my senior summer. So that's late for baseball players to find a home to play college baseball. And I was tired of waiting. And I told myself, if these guys believe in me enough to, give me a scholarship to come play here, then I want to commit here. And I committed right in Bates's office.
So, what's it like to see former Bulldogs in the MLB having successful careers when they were once in your shoes?
Well, I mean, it's also a big dude with some in the big show. So I mean, it's just a cool thing to be a part of. It's the tradition that goes along with Fresno State. You'll see it was 100 years, and we really bared down on tradition. And I mean, I'm just so grateful to be part of it. And hopefully the next line of Bulldogs, look at me and say, oh yeah, I remember Kachel when I come to the games when Kachel was playing, and I was a little kid, and now I'm in his shoes and he's doing whatever it was. So it's just kind of a cool tradition that'll keep on going for years on years. And I'm just very grateful to be part of it.
So, have you gotten any advice from past teammates who have been drafted maybe over the last 2 years or so?
Not really. Everyone talks about it. It's just, you kind of know it's just a waiting game. And, you honestly don't, you have an idea, but things are always moving, changing. One guy goes here, so then I'm going to slot down here. And, this guy's still available, so we're going to take him. So, we're going to push you. It's a mess. And so it's just a waiting game. And so, since I missed the Nevada season or the Nevada series with COVID, so I haven't played organized baseball in almost 3 months. And then it's been a long waiting game for me. And so I'm really excited for this next coming week for, to hopefully go play professional baseball.
So what have you been doing to prepare for the draft?
I've stayed ready for workouts. There's a little place in Morgan Hill called KPI, great facility, have weights, blast, all the technology you need and stuff like that. And I've been keeping my stuff up there just in case, they want to send me out here or for a private workout or whatever it is. But I mean, you get signed and you go play pro ball, a week later, you're in Arizona or you're on the East Coast and there's low A team. And so, I mean, you got to stay ready for especially something as big as this.
Growing up, what team did you root for? I mean, you're from Gilroy, it's kind of close to the Bay Area. Does that make you a Giants fan?
I'm a Giants fan.
You're a Giants fan?
I'm a Giants fan.
So does that play a factor into it, or are you just happy to hear your name called at the end of the day?
It would be awesome. It'd be so cool, hometown Giants. I grew up going to Oracle, well, AT&T, but yeah, I mean, it's wherever I go. I'm just so grateful. Like, it really, puts into perspective, 600 kids maybe, all Division I baseball. And it's like I have a chance to have my name called this next few weeks, and it's really something really cool.
So you said earlier that it was kind of the last 2 years that you realized that you could play baseball at the next level. So what clicked for you?
The coaching staff. Bates's been there for me every step of the way. I mean, he's molded me to the player I am and everything, and hats off to him for making me who I am today as a hitter and, player and everything like that. I came in at $160, not knowing anything about approaches. I just go up there and hit a baseball. And then, you got into approaches and let's change this real quick. Let's dial this down. Let's work on counts. 0-1, you're going to get a fastball from lefties or whatever it was. Just so much stuff, so much information. I learned from him. And I mean, he molded me into everything I know today. So
what's your advice to guys that come out of high school and maybe only have one offer or they have to walk on? How do they get to where you're at right now?
Just keep proving people wrong. There is everyone who's doubting you. Oh, this kid bats fifth on our high school team and he sucks and he's going to get cut after this year. Go prove him wrong. Go keep proving people wrong. So you're your biggest supporter at times. I watched a video recently on who was it? 49ers wide receiver, Dallas Cowboys. No, he was a cornerback. T.O. Was it T.O.? Yeah. He's like, sometimes in your darkest moments and, why am I not getting a pat on the back, this and that, be your biggest supporter. I know what I can do. Go get after it today. Go support yourself. You don't need fans cheering you. Just go get what you need to get done and keep grinding.
That's awesome. So lastly, what are you going to miss most about being a Bulldog in your time at Fresno State?
Best memories? Oh man, taking that field every game. Again, I've been lucky enough to start every game I've played at Fresno State basically on the field. And hearing that music, the red wave cheering for you, taking my steps around the third base cut, and I stand there for the national anthem, and nothing better than that feeling right there. It's just so cool to take. I love it. It's just so cool to be part of the red wave and, that experience. I get chills, when the national anthem plays and everyone's on their feet, fans are cheering, your name's getting called, where you're playing that day. It's just pregame stuff is the best feeling ever. So I'm going to miss that definitely, and that energy to bring.
Well, good luck this week. I'm excited to see where you end up. And thank you for taking the time to sit down and talk with me today.
Yep, no problem.